Hello, welcome to my sharing of the 12-step recovery's response to COVID-19. My name is Tony Dice, and I'm a therapist with Diamond Healthcare and the Farley Center. I'd like to spend some time with you today and talk about the recovery community's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. This is, I think, something rather incredible has happened, honestly. 2 weeks ago, the online 12-step meetings did exist. However, they were rare. There was relatively few, and there were, I would say, most of recovery was not familiar with them. Almost overnight, we've seen both AA and NA, the recovery communities, respond dramatically to 12-step recovery. Once the pandemic forced our citizens here to turn towards the online format, home groups on their own took it upon themselves to access the Zoom platform and host online meetings across the nation. Literally that same week as we saw the lockdown occur, we saw recovery meetings begin to flourish. Literally this morning, I attended an AA meeting that had over 60 participants in that one meeting, where the majority of the people in that meeting were, I would say, over the age of 65. That's amazing. That's amazing to see this community respond almost instantly and take on a very steep learning curve to adapt to this new format. I think what propelled the online community to jump onto this, embrace it so quickly, is this sense that meetings were so important to their recovery that they saw this as a life and death situation. So as we get started here, this is a very short tutorial about the online meeting format. Real quickly, I want to show you how easy it is to find an online meeting. By simply going to a search engine and typing in online AA meetings, takes us to a search page. If you know nothing at all about online meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous has a little tutorial here that will talk briefly about the options for online meeting. Very self-explanatory, but going back to our search page, the online intergroup for Alcoholics Anonymous, and there is something very similar to this for Narcotics Anonymous as well, brings you up to this page where they have Zoom meeting addresses, where you would just click on them and it would take you to a Zoom meeting. So this very first meeting here is held at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is called the AA A New Hope Online. You click on this link and it would take you instantly to that meetings page. And the online meeting, if you've never been to one, it looks a lot like the Brady Bunch and their opening scene when you see the 9 squares on the meeting, except there could be many, many more squares on that screen. These meetings can be accessed with your home computer, a laptop, any Wi-Fi connection, or through your cellular phone. They're all mobile friendly, where you could log on with just your phone and attend a meeting. If you do not have access to the web, you can call into these meetings and listen in on any landline or any phone and just connect remotely. I'm going to scroll here. This did not exist 2 weeks ago. This has been a direct response to the pandemic. There are literally thousands of meetings popping up across the nation, adapting so rapidly to this online format. I mean, I don't have time to scroll through this list completely. Meetings of every type, 12-step recovery meetings that embrace the LGBT community, men-only meetings, women-only meetings, meetings that adapt to specific religious beliefs, meetings that adapt to no religious beliefs. This online format has blossomed to become something extraordinary. It has become something that before we were limited geographically to what meetings we could attend. We now can attend meetings across the nation. New York is renowned for their hardcore, no-nonsense, intense meetings, We can now attend them remotely from anywhere in the United States. The West Coast is known for their free, open vibe for any type, is embracing of all types of diversity of their community. We can attend those meetings anytime we like. NA has 24-hour marathon meetings that are round the clock. You would log in and the meeting continuously goes around the clock. The recovery's response to this pandemic has been almost over the top in such a way that the online format has become much more of a all-purpose recovery solution. Instead of the pandemic limiting our lifestyle, it has opened our recovery up in such a way that we have access to more meetings now than we've ever had before. I personally am running an online support group, a telehealth group, and I require meeting attendance in my group. Prior to the pandemic, I would get maybe 5 to 7 meetings a week out of my participants. Now, with the online format, I'm seeing 7, 8, 10, 15 meetings a week out of my group members. I'm seeing an overwhelmingly positive response to this online format. I'm not saying that online meetings are better. I'm saying they're different in a better way. People are able to find recovery when they're sick, when they're isolated and distanced. In communities where they used to have maybe 1 meeting a week, they now have unlimited meetings daily. I think the pandemic has changed recovery in a way that's going to stick with us for a long time. I think this is it is, once again, in the face of adversity, recovery tends to bloom. So I hope that you too will adapt quickly to this online format and take advantage of it. The recovery's response to the pandemic has been overwhelming. I think it's a positive thing, and I wish the best for your group members. Thank you, and have a nice day.